Good morning and welcome to Morning Coach. Today, I am so glad you're with us. Hey, it's JB, ready to go. It is February 12th, 2024, episode 5239. It's a Monday, and you know I love Mondays. We can get organized, get things rolling. We're kind of in the middle of February already. I mean, time is just flying, right? And that's why we're in a program like this here at Morning Coach to make sure you have this system. Even if you get off track, it's okay. That's why we're here. We'll get you back on track. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today as we talk about stopping procrastination this week. Got a big week planned. So today we're going to talk about stopping procrastination, get you up to date with some of the things we've got going on here, obviously on Mondays. Tomorrow we're doing Building the Second Brain Part 2, really getting some great stuff out of this book. I am super pumped about that. Speaking of which, next Wednesday the 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're doing a whole community meetup. We're going to be talking about second brain. So if you get a chance, we're going to teach some of this. We're going to answer questions. It's a great opportunity to connect. It's in your community, in the app or in the community. Just go in there and sign up so you get a reminder. But it's going to be, and I'll remind you next week too. But Wednesday, February 21st, we'll be rocking the second brain system answering questions. Obviously, the community will be there. There'll be a lot of people there. Great opportunity to catch up, okay? Then, as we keep rolling, to Wednesday is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day for those in the United States. I know that's not an international holiday, but hey, we're going to spread the love anyways. We're going to talk about why do we stall out and procrastinate? Like, kind of why do we plateau and how do we get through that? Thursday, I got a good one. How do we become more inspired? I've been getting that question a lot, and, you know, we got a lot of information, but not a lot of inspiration. And we want to move more towards inspiration. Make sure you're there that day. That is going to be a great one Thursday. If you're picking 3 or 4 to listen to this week, pick that one up or come back and listen to episode 5242 when you get a chance. Friday, we're going to talk about financial patience, obviously, in our Abundance Day. When we're talking about procrastination, sometimes we need patience, which leads us to our 7 Ps in a minute here. But then Saturday, Dr. Paul has just been killing it on Saturdays with longevity. If you haven't had a chance to listen to that series, really helps you age well. Great way to catch up. You can go back and listen to the last couple Saturdays. And then Sunday, we've got a idea to go over lesson 155 in ACM. I want to go over this because it means a lot to me, and I want to share it with you on a spiritual day that we're doing on Sunday. So big week, huge week, ready to go. As always, make sure we're in a check month right now. Means you can check your plan a little bit, doing your metaphysical morning ritual where you're, taking some time for self-care. Don't forget that. Listen to Coach Cast, give yourself a golden star. You're doing that. And then, of course, our 7 Ps. Let's make sure we have the right perspective this morning, set the right priorities, focus on improved performance, have some patience, keep great posture, stay present, and persist. That's important. And then get your day planned with the planner. No matter if you're using single sheet or the planner, take a picture of it, send it in, and have that companion kind of give you some tips and ideas for the day. So as always, super pumped that you're here. Thank you. I'm glad. I always respect your time. We're having a blast. And one of the new projects that I'm working on is a new book project that I could use some help. I've got some stuff going on and with some big publishers, and that is, have you had a life-changing story in the last 90 days? Is there some action you've taken, some life-changing action in the last 90 days? If you could send that to me, that would be great. If you want me to interview you, I can. This is for a book project, so it's going to be kind of a co-created book that I'm working with my clients with, and would love to hear from you if you have a life-changing action over the last 90 days. Okay, quick break real quick. This is our free Monday Coach Cast. Thank you so much for listening, as always. 19 years in the making. Pretty crazy. 5239. I'm still shocked at the longevity, but it's because of the wonderful community that we have. And speaking of that wonderful community, you want to get with us every day, get in this awesome coaching program, head over to morningcoach.com, get your free planner or click the join button, learn more about what we're doing. Get involved with us. You're going to love it. We work every day as to help you achieve your goals, to get your focus, to get you to stop procrastinating. So head over to morningcoach.com, get signed up today. And if you got any questions or anything, let us know, because this is about supporting you and really helping you live your best life. It's a lot of fun, and we got some amazing people doing some amazing things in our community. So let's get back to the show. But if you want to get the ad-free, everyday rock and roll with us, head over to morningcoach.com. Okay, lots of love. Here we go. Back to the show. All right, let's get to it today, though. Excited. We're going to talk about this idea of sticking with it, ending procrastination, and really focused on getting things done. And truth be told, that's what this system was built for. We built this system, right, for that exact reason. Too many people are procrastinating. Too many people are not taking action, and they're falling off. And nothing drives me crazier than when I see somebody quit our system. And people always say, well, is it about the money? No, I never want to say it isn't, because obviously as we grow, we can create better resources for you. But really, I feel like a failure. And I've had to talk to the team, and Karen's always helped me, and I just feel like a failure when somebody quits. And I think the reason is because, we're doing everything we can to make sure you're sticking with it. And when I see somebody quitting, it means they never committed to the system. They're not listening. They're not engaged, and they're just falling off. And it makes me sad. And again, it makes me sad because they're probably doing the old why we fail, which, I've taught you so many times, with the informed pessimism, and then you get uninformed optimism, into informed pessimism, and then you get that crisis of meaning. It's like, okay, I'm going to go try something else. And I'm always sad about that, because our system inherently is built so that you can build your own system. I'm here to coach and guide you every single day, except for, when Paul's here. And, if you fall off for a few weeks, that's fine. You fall off for a month, it happens. I get it. But it's just getting back up on the horse and building your system is so important. It's going to end procrastination, and you're going to have performance, as we're getting literally testimonials every day coming in. And so I just want you to be cautious that if you're feeling, and this is really important, the idea is we're working towards a mission, right? And we've got our goals in place. If that's not there for you, or you're brand new and you're like, man, this is overwhelming, slow it down, okay? Slow it down. Because here's the deal. If you're procrastinating, or maybe you're coming in, like you joined in December, we had a lot of people, right? And you're coming into February, like, man, I'm just not getting where I need to go. That's why we're checking right now. What were your expectations coming out of the gate? Why are you not where you need to be? Look, I go through the same thing. Okay, you feel this uninformed optimism, you're like, wow, this is going to be exciting. And then you hit that pessimistic state where you're like, wow, it's not going the way I thought it was. And same thing with us. Like we're doing some advertising now. We're making some changes to things. Obviously, we've had to make some changes, and things don't typically go exactly the way you want them. And sometimes it goes really good. Like on YouTube, it's like, wow, I've got this goal. We're working towards it, growing it. And then all of a sudden the algorithm doesn't work. Right? We start putting shorts up, and it just crashed the channel. It happens. So here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. When you start feeling that fatigue, and you start feeling like, wow, things don't seem like they're happening, I'm starting to procrastinate again, step back and stop and take a break. Okay? That's our wash, rinse, repeat. And kind of where we're at today. If you're not feeling fulfilled, if you're not feeling you're getting there, then let's step back and let's just breathe and relax. And if you feel like, well, there's something not working, there's something inside of this system. Hey, the reason we built this system is to create an affordable system so I can reach more people, right? That's really what it is. Not everybody can afford to hire me as a personal coach. And even if they can, not everybody has the time to do that. And I don't have the time, right? So I just don't have the time. So we built this to be able to support you. With that being said, this is so critical. It's a coaching system. And if you've got questions, or if you've got issues, or if you got things that aren't working, send an email in, info@morningcoach.com. If it's something private that you want to discuss, send an email in. I'm here to support you. It means more to me than anything in the world to see you get where you need to go. That's what I live for. That's what I'm all about. That's why I'm doing YouTube. That's why I'm putting social media out. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing everything so that I can focus on seeing people become more successful. Like I'm doing this life-changing things that you've done in the last 90 days. That charges me up. So now I'm doing it for a book project, but I want to hear the successes. I want to hear things that people are jumping in there, there's people, Vitas and Jurgen, who are getting together now every week and building their own systems and helping us create a new planner for Remarkable. That I can't tell you how important that is to me. How excited I get when Nick jumps on from Australia, been with us 19 years, and starts telling us how things are going. Or in the new people that are coming on. I was shocked the other day. We had a U.S. general come on. We have some people from Lockheed Martin. It's just exciting to me, right? That's what I'm here for. So before you're like, man, this isn't really working, and you start pushing things to the side, let's figure out why you're procrastinating. Why aren't you using the system? Why aren't you plugging in? And if you say, JB, look, I just don't like you. I don't like your energy. Hey, I'm totally cool with that. Okay, that's why we're bringing new people in too. We got Roxanne, who's helping us with our cohorts. We're bringing, obviously, Karen. We've got black belts in there, John Cunningham and Jurgen and people. These are other people within the community. So it's not just about me. But I get it. If you just didn't jive with me, I'm cool with that. But if you just are backing out because you're procrastinating within the system, then we need to stop and we need to talk, right? We need to figure this out. We need to get the team around you, the community. Because at the end of the day, I want you to be motivated. I want you to be inspired. We're going to talk about that on Thursday, being in spirit. And I want you to really understand your life because it's your life, not somebody else's. And that's the beauty of what we're doing. If you just plug in, you will stop procrastinating. You'll stop chasing shiny objects. It doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. This is a system that takes time to develop, and it takes time to work. That's why it's frustrating. I see somebody, come in a couple months and leave. It's like, well, what's going on? Let's stick with this. And if you've been with me for time, that's why I'm saying this. We need to just stick with the system, right? And you're going to get there. There are going to be times when things don't work exactly according to our plan. That's why we're in a check month. We're checking, and that's okay. We're not comparing anything. We're not comparing that person that's rocking it over there. Look, we've got people that are doing 40, 50, 60-page plans, and we have people that are doing it in their head. And there is no right or wrong answer. It's all correct, right? So you've got to determine your pathway, and that's when you'll stop procrastinating. You will stop procrastinating when you have your plan in place and you're working towards it. You start to learn to say no, and you start to focus on the things that are going to get you towards your mission, which we're working on. I could do a million things. I get a lot of opportunities to come. I just got this huge Instagram thing that I could do. It's awesome from somebody that I respect. They just sold a $100 million business. JB, come on board. We want to work with you. We want to do this thing. I had to say no. And it was frustrating because, it would have really financially made a huge hit. I could have saved a lot of animals. My mission is to save a lot of animals. But it would have taken me away from the goal of making this great for you and bringing 1,000 members in this year, right? It would have taken me totally away from that. And I'm not doing that because I'm on a mission to focus in on making this great because I know if I make this great, we'll catch up to the finances one day. And see, that's where your head's got to be as you are working this system. We got to work together to do that. Watch falling off, and you will. You're going to fall off, okay? And then we just got to get you back up on the wagon and get you rolling. Okay, and that's why this system here is in place. So again, what are we doing? We're stopping procrastination. How are we doing that? By taking action, by understanding your life and understanding what you're working towards, and then engaging in a system. And if you listen to this 3 times a week, fantastic. You're going to get something out of it. Please try to listen on Mondays. Do your 7 Ps. Get your priorities in place at a minimum. At a minimum, you do that, you're going to start ending procrastination. You're going to start getting clarity. You're going to start understanding the way things work. Over time, as you do this and we build into the system, you're going to start seeing the clarity come through. And that's the issue for some people. They get started and they're not clear to begin with. And all of us are really always working on clarity, right? And so they procrastinate a little bit. Then they start doing a few things. It's like, hey, you wake up a little bit. Wake up. And I'm shaking you with the coach cast. And it's like, wow, but it's not working. But it is. That's the thing. That's the hardest part of any type of self-growth, any type of evolution, is a lot of times you don't see the work and progress, but it is. You're learning a new language. You're learning a new way to speak. Anything that you do, we've got ILD. We've got, all of our different acronyms, the 7 Ps. We've got GIDN. There's so many different things. The Metaphysical Morning Ritual, MMR, MC. That's a whole nother language. I could sound like a trucker on a CB saying that stuff. It takes time to get ILD and all that stuff in place. But when it does, it will. Just work on it day by day. And that's the key. The secret's 1% improvement every day. And don't bolt. Stick with it. Keep your head in the right place. You fall off for a little while, that's what's so cool. There's no other place like this where we're with you every day. And we're going to be with you every day. Because that's what I love to do. That's my dream. And now what's so awesome about this community after 19 years is we have amazing people supporting each other. And it's not just me anymore. It's a whole community. So let's make it work today by focusing on you and by focusing on stopping procrastination by doing the 7 Ps, by doing your plan and keeping it basic. If you want to dive in any even deeper, we've got all the resources to continue. You can go as far down the rabbit hole with this as you want. But don't ever feel overwhelmed. Don't ever feel this system is creating procrastination in your life. This system should be creating inspired action. We're going to talk about that Thursday. And it should be creating a depth of getting excited about living life. It doesn't mean you're going to have happiness every day. Any coach would tell you that would be crazy. It's a roller coaster. Life's going to go up. Life's going to take you down. You're going to feel great one day. You're going to feel great for a couple of days. And you're going to feel like you got hit by a train one day. That's just life. But the difference is we're here, and we're here to make sure you're getting what you need. And if you're not, then just email us, info@morningcoach.com, and say, hey, I'm a little confused. Or what do you think about this? Or what do I need to do with that? That's what we're about. And for me, the joy is seeing you have those, taking the actions that really change your life and bring peace and happiness. Because that's what I'm all about. And that's the energy that I'm giving you this morning. So let's get organized. It's Monday. Let's do our P's. Let's have the right perspective. Let's set our priorities. Remember, we're kind of checking the plan. Is the mission working? Are we there? Are the goals the right goals? Or do we need to make subtle changes or maybe even a massive change? Right now is the time to kind of massage the beginning of the year plan so that we can get focused coming out of this next month. Okay, it's perfect time to kind of massage where we're at. Do you have the right goals? Do you have the right, have expectations been kind of blown out of the water? Are you taking the actions that are necessary? That's where we need to be. And then guess what? We organize, we focus, and we get our daily tasks working. We get our priorities in place, and we focus on that 1% improvement every day. And the clarity is going to come as you work at this day by day. It's like the Michelangelo and the David. You're just chipping off a little marble, right? You're chipping off a little marble, and eventually you have this beautiful statue. You have this beautiful life. That's what we're doing together. Okay, so get out there, have a fantastic day, and I will be back with you with more tomorrow. Second Brain on the book. It's a great book. We'll keep rolling with that tomorrow right here on MorningCoach.com.